I want to just play quickly what you said about reparations.
Dr. King said at the tail end of his life, he said, we're going to Washington to get our check. What is your position
of racism in America?
So you are for some type of
Yes, I am.
reparation. Things happen.
People like this are the ones that makes the black community to not want to support black people, because when you get into a place of authority like the Congress, and all you can do is to speak that the black people do not deserve reparation, that is total and absolute rubbish. Excuse my word, but that's what it is. Because you are not foundational black America, like they call it, or black Americans, whose great grandfather were taken from Africa or other places, and there's been a deliberation that the people that went through some level of what it is, that they should be given reparation, and others, just name it, some Spanish, Asia, they have been given reparation. Even some white folks receive reparation. But the people that truly deserve reparation till now have not been given. And you have the privilege to be a congressman and as a black person. And all you could do is to say that they do not deserve it. Then what is going to happen? Because if you are in the Congress House, you are meant to enact laws, bring about solutions as to what Americans should do. And when you are saying that they shouldn't get it, automatically you are saying that you're going to vote against the black community getting reparations. And the black folks are not really happy. I'm not happy because I feel that the platform through which you got to that place is actually the black platform, because they are the ones that's going to vote for you. And now you are there, you're saying something else. Guys, let me not say more than I've said. Let's go watch the video and I'll be right back so that we can begin the conversation. Credit belongs to the original creator. And do me a favor, watch till the end, and I'll be right back.
Every time we say reparations, somebody panics like we just asked for their entire inheritance. But here's the truth. This country has already paid reparations, just not to us. And not just once, multiple times. So let's stop acting brand new. Reparations are not about guilt. They are about debt. America's been in the red with black folks for over 400 years. And it's not just slavery either. It's everything after. Stolen wages, stolen land, the GI Bill we were locked out of, the homes we weren't allowed to buy, the neighborhoods we were pushed out of. My grandparents in Virginia had a big house. They built something themselves. They held it down. But do you know what's there now? A highway. Because the government decided that their land was disposable, but convenient for development. And we're just one black family amongst many more. Reparations is not some favor. It's the bare minimum for a country who made black struggle policy. Economist Dr. William Darity crunched the numbers. To close the black to white wealth gap today, 14 to 17 trillion. That's just to bring us even, not ahead, just even. So let's compare. Iraq and Afghanistan wars, 6 trillion. 2008 bank bailout, 700 billion. COVID era PPP loans, over $800 billion. And most people haven't even paid that back. Congress. So don't tell me we can't afford it. This country finds money for war, for Wall Street, and corporate tax cuts on command. It just doesn't want to write us into the budget. And it's not just checks, though. Let's be real, for many families, that's exactly what it should be. It could look like cash payments like the Japanese Americans received, interest-free home loans for the black folks that were locked out of generational wealth, student debt cancellation or free college at public HBCUs, land returns for families displaced by urban renewal, tax credits or guaranteed income based on ancestry. And miss me with the how do we prove who qualifies? This country tracks ancestry just fine when it wants to. Native enrollment, Holocaust reparations, the 9/11 Victims Fund. The issue isn't logistics, it's politics. Because if we got what we were actually owed, we'd stop scraping to survive. We'd have what they always feared: wealth, stability, ownership. Power. We wouldn't need to ask for a seat at the table. We'd be flipping tables and buying the building. Reparations would not destroy America. They'd reveal it. They'd show who got rich off of stolen land, who passed down trust funds built on unpaid labor, who inherited freedom while we inherited cleanup. So yeah, reparations would change everything. And maybe it's time something finally did.
Now, this political figure right here, Byron Donalds, does not support reparations, and he's been out there, he's been very outspoken why he doesn't speak on it, but people are not talking about the underlying issue. And also, on this interview on the Breakfast Club, he had Angela Rye, and they both kind of are, not kind of, they both are in the same boat. And I'm going to explain why. Let me eat this melon. Mr. Donalds is the descendant, and like Ms. Rye is a descendant of migrants, him being the descendant of a Panamanian father and a Jamaican mother, I believe he said. And Angela Rye, her family is from Barbados. Her grandfather was also a founding member of the Blue Vein Society. She don't like talking about that. And that's a secret society that they had that kind of correlates with the Jack and Jill, talented Tim Boulay. That's why, they all sit, just go do your research. It's a whole rabbit hole with them. But I digress. My point that I was making was this. How can somebody who people don't come from the United States, how can people that don't come from there support something that they wouldn't get anything for? Now, again, the Caribbean, and all, allied islands have something called CARICOM that they get, and the Caribbean is also owed their reparations, and I think they should have been put in for that from like England and Spain. A lot of people owe them a lot of money. They were done very wrong. Especially Spain. Spain got to chop off some bread. Portugal, they got to chop off some bread, and then some incidents too. United States, they owe them some money too. But guess what? They wouldn't be entitled to our claim. So, yeah, that's just what it is. And when you don't benefit from that, why would you support that? They came over here willingly, as opposed to somebody that had to come over here to actually be enslaved. And his logic was, well, how many people in the United States are actually descendants of actual slave owners? How about you actually ask? Because when the Breakfast Club was given that playback of that actual argument you was happening, you was talking about, oh, keep going, I was on fire. You wasn't on fire. And that's why the black man that was in attendance told you that you can't speak for them. And you can't speak for us, whoever got you in there. And you definitely got in the office by pandering to the black cause and getting around your other constituents that believe in the same bullshit that you said. This is why you have to be careful with these type of people. This is a tether. This right here, this is a tether. This is a bad faith tether who does not have any type of unity with black Americans. So you gotta remember that. And you gotta be careful who you vote for. And brother, relax.
I really do not feel like, no, this ain't got nothing to do with feelings. I believe that people that are not from America should not be in Congress. They should not be in Congress at all. If you're not from the United States of America, you should not be in Congress, the Supreme Court. You should not be a judge. You should not at all.
I'm very sure you guys have watched all of the videos, and I know that you'll be as shocked or surprised as I am, because when you hear from a black person, even though is a Jamaican descendant and Panama, his parents are from those two countries, and it is so incorrect, it is so wrong for you to say that blacks do not deserve reparation simply because you know that you're not going to be a beneficiary to that, and that is why you feel that the black shouldn't be given reparation. The truth is, every black in America is not black American. It's as simple as that. Therefore, when reparation is to be given, research will be done. I mean, everybody's history is a data system. Everybody, and those ones that are migrant that came from other places, definitely the system knows them. And what this guy, Byron Donat, what he should advocate for is that they should ensure the people that are the real black Americans, that their forefathers came into America, and they should be given reparation because it is their right. Everybody got paid. Everybody was given reparation. So why would you come and say that they shouldn't give them, they don't deserve it, they need something else? Who are you to determine what they need and it is something else? People like you are the ones that makes foundational black Americans to not want to support black because of statements that are careless like this. You just speak because you feel, oh, you're in power. Don't forget, you're going to be in power for a few years, 4 years or 8 years at most. And if you're not voted again, you are out. When you are in power as a black person, you should understand that the people are the ones that will make you to be in the office for as long as possible, and their interest is what you should go for, knowing fully well that you are even a black person that should speak for the people. But here you are speaking against the black Americans, that they do not deserve reparation. This is absolute nonsense. That's what I would call it, because it's unacceptable. It's unthinkable that the people that actually voted for you, if we go and check the statistics of people that voted for you, I'm very sure you have more blacks that voted for you. And now you are saying that they do not deserve what others have been given. Let me just end there because it's really annoying, because I'm like, the successes of the blacks in America, it is what every black person is enjoying. Let me say it again. The black Americans have been able to build a system for everybody, migrants, blacks, whoever you are. They've built a system such that when anybody comes, they ride on that success. And that is why people like you can be a congressman without being told that you are not qualified. Because the black has been advocating for right, for privilege. They've been speaking, even though they were denied, but they have been speaking. And over the years, things began to change because they feel, oh, the black people have a right, have a place. And that is why you see different migrants come from Africa, from everywhere, and they are holding political office. But when people like you begin to say that it is not important and you're speaking against their right that others have been given, then they begin to think twice. And I want to support it that people like you that will not represent the interest of the black person, especially the foundational black America, they should not vote for you. They should not support you. And if they choose not to support every other person, it is in their right because of people like you. I'm really, I'm taking it personal because it's not acceptable. It is not acceptable. These guys were the ones that voted for you. You would have gotten there. My palm-colored people will not vote for you. I'm very sure of that. Now you are there, you're speaking something else. Guys, let me know what your take is. Let me know what your comments, your views, and your perception is concerning this reparation. And coming from a black person, a black origin, a Jamaican, origin, it's so disappointing. Let me know what your views are. And I'll be here to respond to everybody. And don't forget, stay in peace, stay in love, and avoid trouble because you are too important for this generation. Until I come your way again, bye-bye.